Hey everybody, Steve Young here, again, co-founder of Service Tech Secrets, and I am super excited to have another episode of a client success story. And first of all, I want to thank Mark for joining us. Mark, thank you for joining us on our next client success story. We really appreciate you taking time out of your day and being here with us.
Thanks for having me, man.
Absolutely. Well, look, first of all, let's just start out with the basics. Who are you? Where are you from? And what do you do?
My name is Mark Fortawesi. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and I'm the owner of On the Mark Heating and Cooling.
Sweet. And you've been the owner for how long? How long have you owned the company?
We've been in business for 6 years now.
Cool. And as the owner, are you wearing a ton of hats like everybody, most owners do?
Of course. Trying to, get rid of some of them, but yeah, I wear every hat.
Okay. Cool. And are you still working in the business, driving a truck, or are you working on the business mostly and doing it from a managerial standpoint?
I'm doing about 50-50 in the field, doing a lot from the office as well.
Okay, cool. And as far as gross revenue, what are you thinking you're going to do? What did you do last year? What do you think you're going to do this year as far as total gross revenue?
So actually last year, it was mainly just me. I ended at about $350,000. This year, at the end of this year, we should be pretty close to about $700,000. So we should about double it.
Nice. Congratulations. That's freaking awesome, man. I like it. And as far as total people in the company right now, how many total people in the company do you have?
Right now, it is 3 people. Last year was just me. So this year I have 3.
Awesome. And then as far as people in the training, there's you in the training. Do you have anybody else in the training?
Not yet, but I will.
Okay, cool.
Technician will be in.
Awesome. And then as far as the STF, how did you hear about Service Tech Secrets?
I'm all over all the Facebook groups and stuff like that. Gene has, come through those Facebook groups several times, and I want to be the best, so I follow the best, and that's Gene, right? So he just popped up on my Facebook feed one day.
Cool. So you saw him on Facebook and said, all right, that's awesome. Yeah, sure. And then before you started getting involved in the training, what were some of the challenges you were facing? What were some of the challenges you were facing as, day-to-day stuff? Was it low average tickets? Was it closing sales? What was it you were mostly facing?
A lot of everything, right? The low average tickets, the closing percentage being low, but really not having much of a process on how to do any of it. You just start this business off, you just kind of wing it for the most part. I didn't really have a structured way to go about my calls and stuff like that.
Okay. And then what about some of the items? Did you know exactly what to sell when it came to some of the IAQ and the different stages of indoor air pollutions and that kind of stuff?
Yeah. I knew a little bit about, of all these items and things like that, but never to the extent that Gene explains them or the effects that they have on you. So I learned a lot, Gene. So.
That's awesome. That's what you've done with your company in the last 12 months. That's pretty awesome, man. Yeah. That's fantastic. Okay, so let's talk about what your average service ticket was before, service or maintenance or sales. Do you remember before you came to training what your average tickets were?
Yeah, so the biggest increase I've definitely seen is on new equipment sales. I think last year was averaging about, I want to say $5,500. Close percentage was a little under 40%. This year, 2020, we're well over 8,000 average ticket, and close percentage is over 50%. So it's massive improvement.
So it was 6,500, and now it's how much?
It was 5,500. Now it's a little over 8,000.
Holy cow, that's awesome, man! That's a huge increase.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, 5,500 to 8,000. Your closing percentage was what? And now what is it?
I was sitting about, I want to say 37% close percentage last year. This year, I'm at just over 50%.
Wow, that's huge. That's almost like double.
Yeah.
That is fantastic, man. Congratulations. Way to go. And what do you credit most of that to? How did the training, what specifically about the training helped you increase those numbers?
It was really having a structured process, but this is going to be different for everybody. For me, it was the mindset thing. I told Gene that when I had the interview with him before I started. It was I needed a mindset shift, and he kind of gave me that tool that helped out quite a bit.
When you say mind shift change, tell us specifically what you went from to. How did you get there? What happened for you? What was the light bulb that went off?
So can I share the 7 magic words for me?
Yeah, absolutely. Of course. I know you sent that to Gene the other day. That's why we're doing this right now.
Yeah. So so Gene had one, way that he said that, changed the way that he sold, and he had 7 magic words. That was, everybody trusts me, everybody buys from me. And one day, I think I was 4 or 5 months into it. I wasn't, things were improving, but not to the level I expected them to. So I said, one day I just said, okay, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to say it every day, say it for every single call. Morning, noon, night, like it's going to be my ritual. I got it written down throughout my house now. I mean, it's all over the place. I say it in my sleep.
Right.
And then literally within a couple days of doing that every day, I don't think I didn't close a job for weeks. I mean, it's just every single thing was coming my way. And I can't accredit it to much. I mean, I credit to everything, but that was the biggest change for me, hands down.
Wow, that's huge. I know it's easily said. It's a whole different ballgame when you finally let go. You just trust the process, and it sounded like you were fighting it. And finally, you go, you know what? I'm just going to do it, and you did it, and you trust the process. And it's basically it's the law of attraction. And what you put out there constantly comes back to you. And it looks like you finally just trust the process, and it just popped for you. And I'm so glad to hear that. That's fantastic. And then how much did your sales change? I mean, where did you go from? And was it like just overnight things were popping and you weren't missing sales or what?
Yeah, man. I mean, I had a Facebook post. One day I went 4 for 4, sold $37,000 on 4 for 4. I had, oh man, I forgot what the other one was, but the one I just sold last week was $41,000 in one home.
Holy cow, that's awesome, man.
So
that's congratulations. I think you mentioned you got to make sure you post that in there for the month of July, by the way.
Yeah,
post it in there. We have a review contest. You get that in there, man. I'm telling you, you may get a couple $100 just for sharing it with everybody.
Sure.
That's awesome, man. Congratulations. I know the guys are coming out of there right now, out of the training with some huge tickets. And it's just because they're following the process. It's so good to hear that. What's the top 3 things you like about if you were to boil down the top 3 things of the training, what would you say the top 3 things of the training that you like personally?
I mean, accountability is great. Definitely, you guys hold us accountable. It's easy. You can buy all the training you want, and, if you don't apply it, you're never going to get anywhere. The fact that we can ask Gene questions directly is insanely, it's invaluable, really. And then how detailed it is. I personally like, Gene will criticize you on one little word, right? And it's a watermelon. And that for me makes a huge difference. I want to know exactly how to do it step by step with no variation to that, really, so that helps quite a bit.
That's awesome, man. I love the twice a week live coaching. I mean, we're there for you. If you need it, you can tap into Gene. You literally can get in there and you can ask him any question about your business, at any stage. What you have questions about now is what you're going to have questions in 12 months from now.
Yep.
So that's awesome, man. I agree 100%. Those are some awesome things. And then as far as the increased sales, doubling your sales, you've already said you went from 350 to 700. How has that helped you out, like on a personal level? I think I hear a baby crying in the background.
That sounds screaming, I'm sure. So,
and then on a personal level and on a business level, I mean, how has doubling your sales helped you, both on personal and a company level?
I mean, so business-wise, I mean, I'm looking for another truck, another guy, a location. Financially, we're definitely pulling in more money. I have the freedom to. That's my son screaming. I have the freedom to buy the things I need to buy, and hire more employees and pay myself more, my employees more. So it's a huge help. Personally, it's freed up a ton of my time to be able to hire another tech to give me the time to be home more often and work on the business as opposed to in it, and spending more time with my screaming son back there.
I love it, man. That's fantastic. And then as far as if there's this guy on the fence in the same position where you were a while back, and he's thinking about the training, whether or not he should get him and his techs in there, what would you say to that guy?
And why the hell are you waiting so damn long? I mean, there's really no reason. I don't understand. I mean, I've done trainings in the past. This is hands hands down, the best return on investment I've ever had. There's nothing close.
Awesome, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, look, is there anything else that you'd like to add that I haven't asked you regarding the training that you liked or you think it would be worth sharing to somebody else?
Yeah, I mean, you get a community of people, man. I mean, you get people that are doing it with you. You can talk to them. You can ask questions. It's not just like a program where you just kind of log in and do it. There's a lot of different angles to getting you the same results. So there's a lot more to it than just watching someone on a video. It's a lot more detailed than that. So that's the part I love the most about it.
Awesome. Well, look, Mark, I want to thank you very much for taking the time and sharing your experience so far. And I can't wait to see you 12 months from now. You've got like 4 or 5 guys working for you. Your sales are a couple $1 million and you're like doing the happy dance, even better more than you are now.
Yeah.
All right, partner. Well, look, thanks again for taking time out of your day. We really appreciate it. And we'll be able to see you on the next trading call.
Thank you.
Awesome, bud. Thanks. Hey everybody, it's Steve Young, co-founder of Service Tech Secrets. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click that little red button. Down below this video, you'll see a little button that says show more. Click on show more and you'll see a ton of free resources in there to change your lives, your family's lives, and your company's profits. We'll see you in the next video.